Taylor Sanders, and this is my journey through music through technology. Do I look familiar? Well, you may recognize me from my hit mini movie Moe's Art, which is a quirky little video where I act like a stuck-up prude and do a pretty good convincing job of it, probably because I'm such a great actor. Here's a clip.
I feel like I'm the new Mozart, except not better, because Mozart was touring the country when he was 5 years old, letting the man tell him what to do. Weak. Harmony? I don't do that stuff. You know, harmonies, it's Baroque. It's all about the dissonance in my world. This is how I write music now. This is by far the most beautiful thing I've ever written.
That was filmed during a class time when a media worker from the library told us how simple it was to use iMovie. As you may or may not see, I am not using iMovie, but rather Windows Movie Maker 11. Say what you will, but I enjoy working in the comfort of my apartment much more than in a cold music lab, and the majority of my symphony and the entirety of this final project was finished here. Also, I'm more of a PC man than a Mac man. Anyway, I thought you all might be interested in learning about my semester in Music 351, Music Through Technology with Dr. Ryder. What you see playing right now is one part of the culmination of my semester. It's the second movement of my symphony, which I simply entitled Freedom. Hello again. I hope you enjoyed the rest of my second movement, which was actually rewritten last night. My original was boring and simply consisted of chords under a flute playing a melody. I didn't know how to change it, so I scrapped it. What you heard actually started as a small B section of my third movement, which is a waltz. So, instead of doing the usual and including a part of my second movement in my second movement actually spawned from my third movement. Different, but effective, I'd say. Here's some video of me actually working on that second movement. As you can see, it's nothing glamorous. It's mostly just point and click in Sibelius while running back over things a few times. If you listen closely, you'll hear the occasional instrument sound a note as I write more music or change the pitch of an instrument. I usually like to sit on the couch with my laptop and do the work while the TV is on mute. I'll generally have a few snacks and something to drink in front of me. I can work this way for hours, with little to no interruption while my roommates are out studying or taking exams. I'm fortunate that I have or was able to find every program I needed to successfully complete the project assigned to us. This enabled me to let my creative juices flow while I worked in maximum comfort. Throughout the semester, we've had to work on a few projects that got more and more difficult as we progressed. Since I started with the third and hardest one, I guess I'll go backwards to the second project, where we had to take a melody and expand upon it. I took our school's alma mater and made a theme and two variations upon that theme. What you're seeing right now is the theme, but I think I'll go ahead and skip to the second variation, which is one of my favorite compositions of the semester. It's my first attempt at a fugue, though it's not a true fugue because of the major adjustments I made with the rearticulation of the motive and its sudden change to chords at the end. As you may be able to tell, after a confused period, the variation switches from major to minor, and stays that way for the duration of the piece. For the end of the variation, and then therefore the end of the piece, I restated the theme, but in a minor key to help with the flow of the movement, ending on a major chord. Finally, we have the first project we worked on, which was orchestrating a chorale by Bach. This taught us the more basic parts of Sibelius, which helped us build a wider knowledge base. It also taught us about different articulations of strings, which proved extremely helpful in the projects to come. The most difficult part of this project was the translation of the lyrics. The lyrics were originally in German. We had to translate them and rewrite them to get to the same point across while still fitting to the music. This was an interesting task that I'm glad we were able to do. The chorale I had was Ben ich einmal scheiden, and my translation of the lyrics read, "From you I must depart, but you should stay with me. Death will set us apart, but you should still believe. My heart full of fear shall be, of death I can't embrace, then be strong and snatch from me the terrors I must face." Well, I think I'm done here. I hope you've all enjoyed watching this video as much as I enjoyed making it. So have a good time. Goodbye.